First, I would like to extend my gratitude to the chairman in office and his team for their contribution to the activities of the organization throughout the year, as well as for the hospitality and excellent organization of the Ministerial Council. Mr. Chairman, this year marks the 20th anniversary of the ceasefire agreement reached by Nagorno-Karabakh, Azerbaijan and Armenia. During those 2 decades, our diplomacy, together with the 3 co-chairs of the OSCE Minsk group, has spared no efforts to achieve a peaceful settlement of the problem. Despite the intensive efforts of the 3 co-chairs, it has been impossible to reach a breakthrough in the conflict resolution because of the Azerbaijani side rejected one after another all proposals presented by the mediators. In Armenia, we continue to believe that the elements outlined in the 5 statements of the heads of the co-chair countries on Nagorno-Karabakh can be the basis for reaching a fair and lasting settlement of the conflict. We share the position of the co-chairs that those elements should be seen as an integrated whole, and that any attempt to select some elements over others would make it impossible to achieve a balanced solution. Azerbaijan is continuously rejecting all proposals, all versions of the basic principles of the settlement of the Nagorno-Karabakh problem. Azerbaijan not only obstructs confidence-building measures, but also periodically organizes provocations on the line of contact, drastically raising the tension on the ground. The more the international community, through the co-chairs, appeals to the sides to prepare populations for peace and not war, the more we hear from Azerbaijan increasing bellicose warmongering, anti-Armenian hate speech and persecution of those civil society activists who pursue confidence-building and reconciliation projects. The more the international community is calling on the sides to withdraw snipers from the line of contact and to create mechanisms of investigation of ceasefire violations, the more sniper shootings, provocative incidents, subversive acts are coming from the Azerbaijani side. The more oil revenues are enriching the Azerbaijani budget, the more weaponry and armament are purchased by Baku. In 2015, Azerbaijan's military budget will reach $4.8 billion, almost 30 times increase in a decade since actual president inherited his father as a president of Azerbaijan. The absolutely disproportionate military spending and acquisition of excess armaments by Azerbaijan poses a serious threat to regional and international stability and security. Having a rich internal experience in corruption, Baku is attempting to transfer it to the interstate relations, exploiting it as a tool to impose its own misperceptions on others. The international community could not tolerate the attempts of Azerbaijan to replace the rule of law with the rule of oil. In the last August, September, October, the co-chair countries organized 3 summit meetings to reduce the tension and prevent further escalation of the situation. Immediately after the Paris meeting, the leadership of Azerbaijan raised another wave of anti-Armenian provocative rhetoric, claimed again that his country would solve the Nagorno-Karabakh issue through military means. The recent shooting down by the Azerbaijani armed forces of the helicopter of the Nagorno-Karabakh Defense Army during a training flight, which took the lives of the 3 young servicemen, is Baku's latest criminal provocation. The Azerbaijani army for almost 10 days continuously kept the area of the helicopter shooting under intensive fire, hindering rescue teams, the OSCE, International Committee of the Red Cross, representatives to approach that site and evacuate the bodies of killed crew members, which became another gross violation of international humanitarian law by Azerbaijan. Baku continues to oppose itself to the international community, which was once again demonstrated by its reaction to the statement of the OSCE Minsk group co-chairs on the helicopter shooting. To achieve a durable peace, stability and security in the region, Armenia will continue to invest its utmost efforts towards the settlement of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict exclusively through peaceful means and on the basis of the purposes, principles and norms reflected in the UN Charter, Helsinki Final Act and the provisions of the statements of the Minsk Group co-chair countries, Presidents in L'Aquila, Muskoka, Deauville, Los Cabos and Enniskillen. Mr. Chairman, to conclude, I would like to express Armenia's readiness to support the incoming Serbian chairmanship in the implementation of its agenda. Thank you.